If a leader is high-struck, chinned up, always focused on himself, hindi siya magugustuhan ng mga tao niya.
Willing enough to learn, willing enough to give themselves to people.
Leadership transformation is not about the skill set. It's not about the Excel file that you're reading. I need to see a person who is very inclined transforming their values.
This video is about top attributes that leaders look for in key talents that they will coach, key talents that they will mentor, key talents that they will recruit and bring into their own organization. Let's listen and get inspired from these leaders who are entrepreneurs, business executives, and entrepreneurs who are true survivors in this pandemic time. Let's listen to
When
them.
you look for mentees or coachees, what do you look for? Or people, perhaps, that would form part of your team?
I always use this illustration or a metaphor. So I call it archer's posture. Clear
Archer's
vision.
posture.
Yes, an archer, clear vision, coachable and brave heart, and steady discipline. Someone who has a clear vision of what they want, how they want, and why they want to get these goals. Or at least someone who has a coachable and brave heart to journey with you to discover these questions. Kasi sometimes hindi pa naman clear eh. But someone who has a coachable and brave heart to be willing to journey this with you in discovering answers to these questions along the way, and has a steady discipline to go through this journey.
What do you mean steady discipline?
Like, a habit, a working routine, someone who is also mindful of his or her metrics, the KRAs. Those are, kasi sometimes you're already a star player, sometimes you don't want to go back to the basics eh. To be consistent, you have to work on these certain metrics. So, because we don't want it to be like a one-time, big-time win.
Right. No? So it's really that particular cadence, that particular rigor could be the basics or what you call steady discipline. And that's very important for sales.
So, first and foremost, ang hinahanap ko talaga, may willingness. Willingness to learn, willingness to serve, willingness to be always giving to people, no matter what the circumstances, parang lagi silang willing. Yung iba, ang hinahanap nila, napansin ko, somebody who's good at sales, who has a vast network. Sa akin, kasi everything can be learned. So, para kasing laging nagiging example ko is myself. Because wala akong experience sa sales at all. Wala rin akong malaking network. I was actually a very, very shy girl before. Hindi ako pala kausap. This profession should not just be for people who are, good at selling or merong network or should be for people who are just willing. So, sabi ko lang, every time I do my coaching, laging nagsastart lang kami doon. Are you still willing? If the answer is yes, then I will go ahead with the coaching. Because if the answer is no, sabi ko, there's no use for us to talk on anymore.
So, the person is a glass half empty. What do you look for, JB?
Willingness, humility, and openness. When you are a mentee, well, I'm a coach, that relationship requires joint openness and joint humility.
Why is humility something that is important for you as a coach?
Now that I'm becoming older in the faith of leadership, humility is such an important ingredient to mesh with people. Because if a leader is high-struck, chinned up, and always focused on himself, hindi siya magugustuhan ng mga tao niya.
I always look for a hunger to learn and a passion for excellence in a mentee or in a coachee, because if they're passionate or there's no passion or drive to learn, kumbaga hindi uhaw, mahirap turuan. It's for me, parang it's such a waste of my time if I don't see that kind of zeal and passion.
Let's reverse the question. What do you look for in a coach or a mentor in life?
somebody who is very affirming, because I was able to do a lot of things that I never thought I could have done simply because somebody believed in me. Ganun ba na feeling na talagang they see potential in you and they
Oo.
try to draw that out?
Oo.
That's belief. That's what I'm looking for in coaches.
Okay, what I look for a coach or a mentor is someone who's big in listening,
Big.
someone who can actually connect my words to a bigger, because in coaching kasi what I experienced with you, Miss Tina, is that you just let me say things as it is. And then you pick the words from me and then you try to evolve it and then make me realize that, oh yeah, I didn't thought about it, but yeah, it actually happened to me. So coaching is more of a self-realization. It's an aided self-realization of what you've been doing and what you can do moving forward. So those are the things that I'm looking for a mentor and for a coach, which is that's how you are to me. So you made me realize the things that I've been doing and you made me realize what are the things that I can still do moving forward. You transform the not so good to become better, and then your good things to have a hyper speed on how you can be a better person or even a greater person. And then the attributes for me to look for those who I will coach,
Yes.
they need to be hungry for new values, not information and knowledge, but new values.
New value.
Because leadership transformation is not about the skill set, about it's not about the science book that you're reading, it's not about the excel file that you're reading, it's about transforming your values on how to be a good person, how to be a good leader, and how to be a good colleague to your organization or a good collaborator to your organization. So I need to see a person who is very inclined in transforming their values.
Hope you learned something today. If you do, please like and subscribe, hit the bell so you can be notified first, and do share it with your friends as we journey together to learn about leadership development. And I'll see you then.